accent the best?
Of East Texas A&M head coach Jarrett Van Rosenberg. We also have Noah Bagato here, transfer from West Texas A&M. And Jared, we'll start with you. You take that as a little bit of a badge of honor that Goodman is saying that you have the best accent that we've had.
No, not Jarrett. No. I'm not talking about Jarrett here. I'm talking about the guy next to him.
Are you talking about Noah?
Yes. Am I wrong, Jarrett?
No, first of all, yeah, no, I appreciate you guys having us on. We're excited about this opportunity, but looking forward to this year. And Noah from Australia is who Goodman was talking about.
Okay,
it sounds a little bit different when he's calling out ball screen coverage and stuff like that. A couple of guys had to get used to it at the beginning.
Yeah. Couldn't understand him. Couldn't quite understand him from deep Texas, right, Noah? Little different accent?
Yeah, sometimes they make fun of me for certain things. When I say corner, they find it a little amusing.
Hey, Jared, first of all, before we get going, just want to ask you, I know your wife, Sarah, went through some stuff a couple of years ago, health-wise. She was in the hospital for, I don't know, over a month. I just wanted to check in and see how she's doing because, again, that's more important than anything we're doing here basketball-wise. We know that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you asking. She's doing much better. She actually, a big milestone, she just started driving. So
awesome.
Got some independence back. She's back at work.
Beautiful.
There's still some challenges, but as a former athlete herself, she's really just attacked it, attacked rehab like an injury that we go through in athletics. So things are a lot better. I really appreciate you asking about that.
Good. I'm glad.
Jared, you guys are now, I believe, fully eligible for Division I after making the transition. I guess this would be the fourth year since you moved to the Division I level. Is there, I thought it was impressive that you guys last season were able to win 2 of your last three, despite the fact that you were effectively not really playing for anything other than the pride down the stretch. Is it different heading into the year knowing that you have that kind of reward at the end if you guys can go out and win the Southland Conference tournament?
Yeah, and transition is not fun for anybody. The most recent teams, we're actually lucky that we're able to play in the conference tournament. If you look back at Tarleton, who did it, Abilene Christian, they look at their schedule on February 28th, or whatever the date is, that's their last game. We had a little carrot at the end with being able to compete in the conference tournament. Obviously, we didn't make it last year. But you try to do everything you can as a coach, as a staff, to get your guys to not think about that, but human nature kicks in, and it is tough to get your guys to play well. I was really happy with, I know you just had Incarnate Word. I thought we played really good against them, and they were one of the three last games we had last year, and we were playing good basketball, and that's the key for all of this. You want a chance in a one-bid league to play in the NCAA tournament. You got to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year. So. But going into it, it's a totally different feeling as far as just there's one goal, and everybody has the same goal in the country, and a lot of teams get there different ways, and we know that's through our conference tournament down in Lake Charles.
So, Noah, how did you get to East Texas A&M? I know you were at West Texas A&M last year, come from Australia. How has this road traveled you to play for Jarrett?
Oh, it's been great. So in my freshman year, we actually scrimmaged against Coach Rose and his team when I was at West Texas A&M, and then I obviously played the 2 years there and then entered the portal after last season. And then Coach Rose and Coach First approached me, and then, it was pretty much just came over here, started summer, and I've loved it ever since.
Jared, you got a couple guys.
He's not a very animated guy, if you can tell. He's all about business.
No, but I heard he's like a genius academically. That's the word I was given, a genius, which, Noah, bear with me because my co-host is basically the polar opposite of you. But straight A's in engineering. Give me the one thing that maybe you're not good at. Give me the one thing. Obviously, you can play hoop. You're great academically. Give me the one thing that you just suck at.
Hate English and spelling. So English is not my strong suit. And as soon as I could stop doing that, I've stopped writing essays and stuff. So I prefer the number side of things.
No, it's actually really impressive. I got to say something. Because of how transfer rules work and everything, without getting too into the weeds, he needed to pass 12 hours this summer, and they were all in engineering classes, and the condensed courses and calculus 4 and algebraic stuff I don't even know how to say. And so we were like, no, it's going to be hard. If you need to, skip stuff, if you need help, just let us know. And, sure enough, straight A's, 4.0, just went through it basically. I don't want to say it's easy for him, but he's very dedicated and knows time management and really, talk about student athlete. He really encompasses both sides of that.
So, Coach, you guys made the transition, like we mentioned, from Division II 3 years ago, and now you're bringing in a couple guys from the Division II level. I'm assuming that that's probably an avenue that a lot of programs at this level are going to be going to. What is the key for guys that are transferring up from Division II into Division I? How can you help best set them up for success?
Well, we try to offensively. We try to play basketball. Try to beat coverage. I don't pretend to be a genius when it comes to coaching at all. I want to, like you say, I want to put guys in spots to be successful. But we want to recruit guys that have been coached from winning programs. So, all of our transfers had a lot of success at their previous institutions. We take the leading scorer in NAIA, Noah, who's an all-region player, Division II for West Texas, who outside of, in my 10 years, outside of like Gonzaga, I think West Texas might have the most wins in the country at any level in that span, or close to if they don't. So, trying to recruit players that understand what it takes to win, and you don't just step on the floor and have success. It takes work and teamwork and all that stuff, all that coach speak. But we're getting guys that have been coached and know what it looks like, and that's the first place to start.
All right, Noah, I'm going to tell you to put your coach hat on here a little bit and give me somebody who's really impressed you this past offseason. Give me one guy that you just didn't know anything about that you came out of this offseason being like, wow, like I had no idea.
Probably Vinny. I'd never met Vinny or heard of Vinny before, and just the way he shoots the ball and is able to help me get open as well, because he attracts so much attention off the ball screens, and he's just great at creating space for himself and for me as well. So, yeah, Vinny's one guy I love playing with, and he's really impressed me.
No, what has been the biggest change in terms of living and playing in Australia and living and playing in Texas? Has there been a difference in the game? Is it difference in kind of the lifestyle? Like, what's been the biggest adjustment for you making the move over here to the States?
In terms of the basketball, I think over here it's a lot more, especially at West Texas, we didn't run many sets at all. So it was a lot more playing just free and a lot more flow. And that took me a little bit to get used to. We used to run a lot more sets back home. So that was the biggest thing in basketball. There was a change, but living conditions wise was probably being away from the beach. At home, I live very close to the beach and I love the water. So that's been a big difference for me, not being able to just go down to the beach and have a swim.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Wollongong, Australia and Commerce, Texas are not like really just similar kind of cities?
Not really.
Similar scenery?
Hey, Jared, how important was it? You guys broke the ground on the new arena here, I think recently, right? How important is that going to be for this program?
Well, that's one thing, but if you just look around our campus, I think we had the highest enrollment consecutive years ever. There's 3 or 4 capital projects going on right now on our campus, the arena being one of them. So the investment into our school, into athletics, I think was part of the whole Division I experience. And, people don't realize you don't just go Division I and athletics, it's a school decision, and you kind of need everyone on board. But the visibility we've been able to attract here, and the arena will help tremendously, obviously. But we've got to continue to do what we've been doing on campus. And, when you talk about 13, 14, 15, 16,000 students and you start, continue to grow, that just gives a lot of opportunities across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Rob, Jared looks like a pretty, conservative, mellow, simple dude here, right?
Are you calling him simple? Is that a compliment?
Well, he just dressed a little bit conservative and all this, but I'm going to show you a picture of the other side of Jared von Rosenberg right now. And look at this. I don't know if you can get a good view of this, but he's got the tank top, the sunglasses, the hood, the do-rag. He's got all of it right here. Jared, what's going on with this picture? What was the reason?
I do that every year. I didn't know that was going to be a public knowledge thing.
Nothing's safe here. Hey, just so you know, anything you do, nothing is ever safe with Field of 16.
I got to figure out the coach that took that picture. No, but we talk about time, place, and score, and people think it's about basketball, but how we carry ourselves on campus, in our relationships. I use that terminology. If I walk in with a wife beater to talk to people, are they going to respect what I say, think I know what I'm talking about? So, when they go to a meeting, when they go to their interview, just everything you do in life has a place for it. If I was on a boat like that, it would look normal. And we want to make sure our guys understand that when they're representing themselves and the program, that there's a certain way that we need to carry ourselves. And that's kind of that whole story.
I thought you looked good. Good.
I was going to say, didn't look bad. You're in shape. The, sun's out, guns out, right?
Yeah.
All right. No, last one I got for you. If you guys are able to, you put this thing together, we're looking up in February and you guys are right there at the top of the Southland competing for a league championship. What's the one thing that has to happen? Like what's going to be the key to you guys on the court being able to compete this season?
I think just trusting each other and knowing that everyone's got each other's backs is going to really help us be able to make the next play and know that someone's coming behind you to pick you up, and to just enforce, make sure we're all doing the same thing and in the same direction and playing unselfish basketball, I think is what's going to get us there.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys being here. Best of luck this season, and Jared, make sure you keep the button downs on, man. Keep the sports coats on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a staff meeting right now to figure out who leaked the
No, don't yell at him. Don't yell at him. Come on. Thanks, guys.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for doing this. It's good for the Southland, and we're looking forward to this season.
Appreciate you.